Everyone runs, everyone hides, no one lives. Hello fellow followers and welcome to FanZcene. This is Let's Talk. I have for you the 2012 movie No One Lives, starring Luke Evans. This movie is a thriller type, slasher type movie, and if you're looking for like an R-rated, action-packed, good kills with that type of slasher vibe with some thrills and some other things, then this movie is right up your alley. And I really enjoyed this movie. This movie came out of left field for me. It was pretty good. It's one of them movies that knows how to subvert the obvious and put a new spin on something that you've seen 100 times before. And I think it works out really well in this movie. The movie starts with a group of bad guys. They're robbing this mansion. The robbery gets a little botched. One of them messes it up, and this is our introduction to this set of people. Next we have the driver, played by Luke Evans. His name is never given in this movie. He's just referred to as the driver, and his woman that he is with, and they're presented as this like suburban yuppie type couple, and they check into this hotel. The driver gives the manager his ID, and he's got some kind of old school type literature type name, but they never reveal his name. And then, after they check into the hotel, him and his woman go to this bar, and it just so happens at this bar, the bad people that we met earlier in the film are there, and the one that botched the robbery earlier notices a couple, thinks they have money, and he kind of agitates them, and so when they leave, he and the gang leader's brother follow them and run them off the road and kidnap them. To try to extort them and get money out of them.
Note to self, do not order the fish.
Hey there, I'm Amber.
Hey, you guys from around here?
Please, we don't want any trouble.
Don't. You're not the type. Trust me, I know the type.
Don't mind my boy here. His idea of friendliness is to scare the tourists.
And this is where we start to realize that maybe there's something not quite right about the driver and his woman. They have this weird conversation. The brother of the gang leader that was with the guy that botched robbery, he puts a knife to the woman's throat and threatens, to like kill her if the driver doesn't give him the money and everything. And the woman, commits suicide. She basically slams her head forward and makes him cut it, and this makes the driver really, really mad. So like he dislocates his thumb, breaks out, and he kills this guy. And he's like, okay, what's going on? What just happened here?
Where are we?
Last place on earth.
No! Get away from her.
So we get that, and so back at the hideout with the other people, they're wondering what's going on and everything, and they send out to go find out what's happening, and they go there and they just find the woman dead and the gang leader's brother dead, and the driver nowhere to be seen. So they end up taking the brother and the driver's car back to their base, and this is where they find what we refer to in slasher movies and stuff, the final girl, because the driver had a girl locked up in the trunk of his car, and they get her out, and they realize that this girl is actually a very rich heiress who was kidnapped after her friends were slaughtered at a party, and so they realize this, and so they think they can extort this guy and her family for money and everything, and she's trying to warn them, that you don't know who you're messing with. This guy is not who you think he is, and the daughter of the head of the gang, she tries to befriend her. She's the good one, and her boyfriend are the good one of the group, so they try to help the girl a little bit, but they don't. But then this, we find out what the driver can do, because he's actually been hiding inside of the gang leader's brother, and he pops out, and this is where his spree begins, and he starts to, you know, take them all out one by one, and some really cool creative kills.
Oh my... Come on! What were you doing in the trunk of that car?
Where is he? You killed him, Mike. Please tell me he's dead.
I want this mother dead.
He's gonna come and he's gonna kill you all.
Come on! Bring it!
Do you people have any idea what you're dealing with?
You know, if you're into these type of movies, I think you would enjoy this. And the driver, he's just really cool. Luke Evans plays this character great. You know, this is not an Oscar movie, but he you know, he does really good. And you know, we get flashbacks of what happened to the girl and what the driver is trying to do to her and everything. And the story unfolds and the kills happen, and it comes down to the driver and the girl and the guy that botched the robber earlier. It's like it comes down to all three of them after he takes them all out. And then she gets the upper hand. You know, she's the final girl. She's the hero. And she thinks she's got him, and that she can't. You know, that she's got the shotgun and it misfires, and he gets up and he takes out this tracking device that he's put inside of her stomach. And you know, because he's succeeded in his goal. For his strange thing is he kidnaps these girls, because you also find out that the girl that was with him at the beginning of the movie was another girl that he had kidnapped and tortured and done things to. And he like tries to bring out in his own sick mind the killer instinct of these people, and to make him sort of like him, you know. And so he thinks he succeeded at that, and he kills the other guy, and he kills the hotel manager because the hotel manager knows his name, and the boyfriend of the gang leader's daughter, who also managed to survive a little bit in the movie, ended up in hospital. So he goes to the hospital at the very end of the movie, and the last words of the movie that he whispers to this man is, "No one lives," and he kills him and takes him out. And so on his way out of the hospital, the woman, the heiress, is being wheeled in, and he touches her arm and he walks away, and that ends the movie.
What's he doing?
He's trapping us. You should have run while you had the chance.
I hope I described it well enough for you guys, but if you have not seen this movie, I suggest you check it out. It's a really good movie. It's a nice little twist on the, like, you know, the rich couple and what can happen. And you know, this is one of those where you can actually root for, if you want to, for the cast to actually be killed, because they're not good people. And neither is he, but it just works out that way. So if you're looking for a good thriller type slasher movie, I recommend No One Lives. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you like. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm not the best, but I try. Godspeed.